So here we go. Got 1620-ish elo to 1720-ish elo. Not the greatest quality here, but I will definitely try to get it uploaded in a better quality in the future. Looking at magars, so I'm thinking about going arbalyst and cavalier, as they're the only, or maybe it's magar paladin, because paladin arbalyst, as they're the only civilization magars to have arbalists and paladins. The cav and arbalist mix is pretty good because arbalist kill pikemen and cav pretty easily, and cav kill skirms. So you got a pretty good tight cycle there. Coming in with the camels versus the paladins and arbalists, you need pikemen, I think, to take out the... Actually, yeah, you probably need pikemen. Arbalists do well versus cav, but you need a large number, so cav is, or pikemen's a good alternative. So here we go, going into jumping in a little bit later in the game. About to age up a little late, which is fine because it's 4v4, so getting a strong economy is beneficial. I called out the red dock on the top, and my ally called out the other red dock, so the red's got both his docks focused, so he's going to be under high pressure all this game. So you got red and gray up in the top, you got yellow on the bottom, and purple on the far left side of the map. So just going through, getting ready to age up. Got my walled base all secured. It'll eventually open up because of well, it's not secured yet, but eventually it will be secured. And then cutting through the wood opens it up again. You really gotta watch out for that. Mine resources, mining stone, mining gold, that's a big one for letting your enemy in. A good way to prevent holes in your wall from resource being removed is to make double layer or wall around the resource. Nomad, because of my high villager start and dark age, you can get a lot of houses up. So here you see that tree on the right side of where that gate is. That's the tree that gets cut down that eventually allows units to come through. So now we got red coming in and hitting my fishing boats. So what you should do immediately, especially when you don't age first and boom harder, is to run with your ships. I mean, lose 1, 2, 3 ships, who cares? I always try luring it to the corner. Sometimes the player will even forget about the fire ship and not realize it's in the corner because I controlled it and dragged it to the corner. And in this case, it just pretty much is out of the game until you realize it's there, or until I kill it and remove it from the game for good. So I got 2 docks up there. I knew that red dock was there, so kind of putting that second dock up right by that barracks, the right side of that barracks, was a good idea. I think I'm gonna make some pikemen right away because of the frequent cav rushes that happen on Nomad. So I'm gonna build 5 pikemen because of my surplus of food and wood collection. And because I'm building 5 pikemen, I built 4 houses. because 5 pikemen technically would cost an extra 25 wood per house. Not that it all matters all that much, but it's still a factor that's kind of overlooked because it doesn't matter all that much. See, I could have put another gate right there. That would have been a great double layer in um, that example. But I didn't think I need it. So I'm gonna build up some fire ships. I think he has 1 dock. If he had 2 docks, it'd probably be a lot harder for me to gain control. Although I know I would gain control because it's just too easy to fight on water, in my opinion. Some people don't even run with their fishing ships, and that's just kind of giving up immediately. So we got 4 fire ships on. So yeah, maybe he's got 2. I don't know what he's got. I think pretty sure he's got 1 from what I was able to tell. So yeah, was trying to pull out those ships, just trying to manipulate the battle. Drop him out at the 4v3 and actually just dominate him. So some things that really made a difference on this game is calling out that red dot, just reiterating. Having map control, I don't do team together, so the maps are extremely messy like this. Calling out the galleys on orange, so getting everyone on the water. So I'm gonna make a mistake up here. So I take control of the top red dock, and then we got an orange dock to the southeast of us with galleys. Now even so the galleys aren't coming my way, they did hit my dock, which do force me to move my fishing boats up there. Now I make an error here because, well, first I think the galleys are between those 2 ships, so I'm trying to hit those galleys, but they actually return to the dock, and I just end up hitting that fire ship. I chase that fire ship down, and what am I doing wrong right now? Does anyone see it? What's the danger that's happening? It's happening right before your eyes. Not that, even so that is an error from patrolling into the town center, and I do that multiple times. So yeah, as you can see, that's my error. I left the top dock prone to all those fishing ships because of that orange galley pulling my fleet away. And I ended up losing, I think, 5 fishing ships. I ended up having 3 left, but I should have brought those fishing ships back to my other dock, and I didn't realize the flag on the red dock. But the orange galleys are there now, so it would have been. It was hard, wasn't it? Hard call right there, but definitely could have improved. So here comes another fight. Thinking it through, what I could have done is build a third dock between the two docks, because then it would have kept them away. So the important thing that's happening right now is having all my galleys focus one ship each time, because the faster their numbers drop, their DPS drops, and my DPS greater than their DPS will kill the stronger ships. Pretty much outnumbering your enemy is stronger than the stronger units you're versing. This time I noticed the red flag sitting on the red dock, and what I'm waiting for is a fleet to come out of that. I'm expecting that exploding boat to go through, a suicide boat, whatever it's called, I forgot. Explosive boat. And I'm just waiting for it to hit my ships. 2 of those could kill like 3, 4, 5 of those if they're all clumped up properly when he executes the suicide mission. Although I'm definitely paranoid about those ships, they're just 2 fishing ships, and I just quickly take them down and remove that dock and those ships from play. So now I got the very few ships up there, and orange fleet to the bottom right. But what I'm focused on is red, so I don't even think about raiding orange docks that I know is there now that the game's over. So what's happening right now is very subtle. They're just 3 pathetic yellow ships coming to aid red, but 4 yellow ships, 5 yellow ships maybe. They do nothing, but it's still 5 fire ships I killed, and because of the immense pressure on that top red dock, caused Gil to send his fleet up there, and so Orange didn't send his fleet. A lot of benefits are coming from this boat raid on top. It allows boat raids to be all around the other map to be more powerful, as I'm taking away their water power by simply killing them. But over here, as you can see, purple got squeezed out. They probably were next to red, and just running into my pikemen, which were patrolling, and I'll patrol my cab into them, and I patrol my crossbows into them, and just rate purple. I don't know what he's thinking, what he's doing right now, but he will soon be out of the game. Now you can see when that castle went down, I was kind of confused because, like, I never really fully registered that red was an Imperial Age and red had two trebuchets on my castle, and I'll see the trebuchets in a moment here, but before then, the only thing that could have indicated me that they were being shot was, well, the horns that I missed. Um, the flying balls slamming into my castle, which did occur on the screen, but I just did not register it, and just totally missed it. So remember I was talking about that hole that went into my wall? Well, it might have been a really good thing that that hole developed because it allowed purple to walk through right there. If that hole was not there, they would have went to the top, hit the gold mines, they would have totally missed my pikemen. They might have been hit by my arbalyst right there, and then my cav would have hit them, and, well, they probably would have all died anyways, or maybe they would have got through something, but not the worst thing came out of the hole in the wall this time, but still probably not desirable. So orange starts hitting me, red dropped out, so I start switching over to orange immediately because that's what you do when there's a greater threat of the front that you're at, which I sometimes have issues leaving the front that I'm at to attack the greater problem. But let me just make a little comment on what you saw right there. I select a bunch of villagers and all my villagers, and then I hold Control Shift and press one of the villagers, and it's going to drop selection of all the villagers when I'm holding Control Shift. If I hold just Shift, it will select all of the units I select. If I hold Control and I press one of those units, it'll deselect one of those units. So if I hold Control and Shift and click one unit, it's going to drop all of the same unit, which what I did, held Control Shift and pressed a villager to drop selection of all the villagers so I can quickly move my military over here and patrol it into theirs. Now this leg helps me a little bit because I'm able to micro my cav real well, just patrol the pikemen in just as a meat shield, kite them, and then have my arbalyst or exposed fire, and that mangonel that I have coming in the background actually falls in at the perfect time. So even so, you know, I'm firing at orange, and orange immediately starts chasing down my mangonel, and I start cutting with my mangonel. It seems like my mangonel is not doing much, but really it's forcing their entire army to run into the clutches of my arbalists and Kev, and I pretty much dominate Orange's army with very little casualties. I think I lose some cavalry, and some villagers, but nothing too devastating. Yeah, I must have weakened all of his army, just each person a little bit by how quickly they dropped because of the arbalist. I'm like, he had a pretty decent sized army in there, and I had 5 cavalry, 4 calves, there's 2 calves up. I didn't lose any arbalists. I lost my 5 pikemen. Just lost my mangonel, but you lost his entire army. Associates my mangonel, and just the micro of the arbalist and just the army itself was very powerful. So yeah, that brings the end of my video. Look at my shirt. It says, if she has what do you think my shirt says? Post in the comment. If you have any other comments on what you saw in this video or any improvements I could do myself, put it in the comments. Please put a like, subscribe. It really helps me blow up on YouTube and continue doing what I'm doing. Catch you guys later.